Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Bulgaria here in Europa Universalis. We'll get right into the game. We're coming off of our war with the Golden Horde. I almost call them the Ottomans, but not the Ottomans, the Golden Horde. We did expand up into Bessarabia, or Ismaila as they are calling it, which is an unintegrated province, so we're going to have to deal with that. We are 38 days away on our cotton farms. We are 71.83% on road rope being integrated. We do have Ismaili is also a non-integrated Ismail is also a non-integrated province, as is Perrin. We could be close to being part of a national organization, and of course we have the rise of the Turks, which we can't apparently minimize. Typhus is still affecting us here down here in Iotos, although our migration is finally positive again. We do have 102.88 ducats. We have 4.87 monthly, 17 stability, 1.19 million pops, 75 legitimacy, 20 prestige, 3.9 diplomat, and we have no war score. We do need more RGOs now, still 599 in Kudlovtsia for our expended gold mine, 1,000 now for the cotton mine and Liskovitz. We also need burgers in Ismail, and we have unprofitable buildings in many places. We are trying to build a expanded forestry in Tetrakan, partially because, well, we have tools, so we have plenty of that, but we are really short on dyes. That is something that we do need more of as well, and dyes come from trees in the game. So, the Black Death in Boki. Disturbing news has reached us from Boki as we recently received the following report from there. Alas, our ships entered the port, but of 1,000 sailors, hardly 10 are spared. We reach our homes, our kindred and neighbors come from all parts to visit us. Woe to us, for we casted them at the darts of death. While we spoke to them, whilst they embraced us and kissed us, we scattered the poses from our lips. Going back to their homes, they turned soon affected. Their whole families, who in 3 days succumbed, were buried in a one common grave. Priests and doctors visiting the sick returned from their duties ill, and soon were numbered with the dead. Oh, death, cruel, bitter, impious death, which thus breaks the bonds of affection and divides father and mother, brother and sister, husband and wife. Lamenting our misery, we fear to fly, yet we dare not remain. So we are going to have the Black Death, obviously, modifier, event, whatever. Serfs upset. Word has reached us that our unhappy population of serfs are not quite as happy as we first thought. We have any rumors of a planned revolt. Our troops need the practice. They could lose 50% in state satisfaction, or the nobility can. Yeah, no. I mean, to be fair, there are way more serfs than there are nobles, but at the same time, I don't want to piss the nobles off. We are in May now, 4.97 ducats. We have more diplomatic actions, still missing RGO workers. Truce will end in 13? Oh crap, I closed it. And nobility's unhappy. I don't know why the hell they're unhappy, but they are. Procure remedies. It would cost 60 ducats. We can build disease resistance buildings. 278 deaths in the Golden Horde so far. So, from our experience with Poland, right, procuring the remedies didn't really do anything. The disease resistant buildings also didn't do much. Children can have better educations. Ivan Alexander Stratzimir, whose father is Ivan Stratzimir, who's our second son, I think, right? Yep. Now, my youngest son also has an Ivan Alexander Stratzimir, so that's going to get confusing. That they're named exactly the same. And I think the Black Death goes to like 52. I'm trying to remember. Oh God, yeah, okay. We are working on still cracking down on the Greek Patriots. 4.21%. I don't know, right? In Tarnovo, what would a hospital would cost? We probably can't afford a hospital. Okay, never mind. Never mind. So a die maker would actually not be very profitable, which is kind of interesting. But we're already producing dies. Like we are missing 5.29 dies. Um, 31,000 people live in our city. Only have 51% market access. Transportation distance to the market. Okay. Oh, that would be interesting. Um, we could have up to 4,000 regulars. We have a supply limit of 35.38. The Byzantine exile Constantinos Philinos, a political exile for the Byzantine Empire, has appeared today and recorded. He is offering his services to the Bulgarian monarchy in return for protection for the Byzantine Basileus. Should we take him in? Yeah. I mean, eh, to be fair, the Byzantine Empire is about ready to fall. So, whether or not they get pissed at us, not that worried. Um, can we create our own? Where do we go to create our own market again? It's obviously not that. Um, we have no artwork. You can see we do have a lot of food, but we're missing fruit, sturdy grains, rice, and olives. Is it in the okay? Create market. 100 at 169 ducats. So we don't have the ducats for that either. Constantinos Philinos is thankful for being granted asylum in the Bulgarian court. However, he has recently drawn attention to the fact that there are many other Byzantine notables in his position, men of great wisdom and influence. He insists it could be useful to allow them to join our court should we wish to step up our opposition to the Byzantine ambitions. We will take them in. 100 Greek pops will migrate each month from central Macedonia to Tarnovo for the next 60 months. Of course, right, one of the issues now that we're going to be having is, well, first of all, everybody's going to be missing RGOs and burgers, so there's that. Manpower is going to be shit. Um, have a better education. I don't. Anasainos, who's a Greek Orthodox, she kind of looks creepy. Um, I don't know. Like, give him a military education, I guess. Administrative ability increases during education. Well, crap. I didn't see that at first. So Internovo die per all right, profit per level. But that's a labor thing. So even though we have 1,099 burgers, that doesn't actually help me because we're not hiring the burgers. Um, okay. Brewery. What does a brewery use? I don't think it uses lumber. Okay, I guess I wouldn't have. Hell yeah, well, I don't. We are at 76%. We are enforcing slave conversion, universal Christianity, monthly diplomats plus 0.05. We are improving relations with Poland, like Byzantium. Poland would not agree with us. They have no men. Um, this wait, what? This war is very even. We are weaker than they are. We are stronger than them, but we are weaker than them navally. Okay, well, I mean that makes sense. Um, I guess we'll build a spy network in Byzantium. It will bring us in conflicts with the Ottomans and the Kharijids. However, the Black Death, the killer of mankind, the punishment for sins has arrived. What can we do other than pray? I don't want to lose 10 stability. Um, good lord. Sponsor mass forgiveness. The plague is a punishment from God for the sins of the people. We can fight it by organizing mass church services all around the country to encourage the populace to cleanse themselves from the state of sin. Present scapegoats. Not everybody gets affected equally by the sickness. Those that are spared have to be the ones that set this disease upon our people. The religious minorities in our country are the ones to blame for our struggle. We'll procure remedies. We gain 7 stability, 2.5 legitimacy. It'll cost 6, right? So we'll try that. What is our? Do we have much in the way of religious minorities? 1.4 polytheism, and then tiny bits of Tengris and Sunnism. I don't even know where that is. Like, yeah, okay. We will present the scape. I don't love this, but we'll gain 7 more stability. Our mass forgiveness, but we'd be paying for that, yeah. So we're gonna present scapegoats. Oh, we'll wait. We'll wait for that one. Trade has run out of supply, sugar. Well, rice is the only thing we have that is expected to make money, so we'll do that. This Ivan Asen can also have a better education. We'll give him an administrative education. All right. He's an 858. He kind of looks a little creepy too. But his mother is Elizabeth of Piast, so he at least has a good royal pedigree. Yeah, having the Black Death and typhus in our country, not so much fun at the same time, right? The Byzantine Pretender Rebellion Empire? Who is leading this? Basileus Dorotheos de Patris. I feel like he's going to win just based on what he controls. So we do have the Black Death. So we know that the worker situation is going to get insane. Right, that's just the reality of it. We're not going to have a lot of workers. Right? In Poland, we only have like 6. Blanket. He tried to trip me up. Um, I guess in a really crappy way, it might allow us to not have to pay for so much food. Um, Although the Palestinian zealots, the Mongolian patriots, the Nogai patriots, the Commodores insurgents, and the Bulgarian slave uprising are all growing now. I you know, I can understand why Bulgaria fell. Um, we've lost 483 people so far. Uh, Essentially, ooh, this is kind of new. Syrian desert is impassable. Yeah. Um, 70% of our people have um, yeah. So we're definitely going to have issues population wise. We've already lost 1,400 people. Our population peak was 1 point. Promotions 18.818%. Rebel growth is growing up by 0.10. Migrations negative 16%. Communalism. The hell? What the hell is that? Okay, Poland wants us to join their war against who? Really? You guys need my help? Why the hell do you only have 45 dudes? That's interesting. Anyways, um, trying to figure out what the hell is communalism crap that they keep telling me about. C- Communal lands? Progress to decentralization. Is that it? Huh? I mean, yeah. So we are okay. And we're also going towards decentralization. Um, okay. Yeah. I tell you what, man, if I'm able to get Bulgaria to be saved between my dumb self and the game, it's gonna be hell of impressive. How do you? Yeah. Okay, 25,000. Yeah, yeah. You don't need, dude. You have 19,000 guys. Although you do have negative 21 stability, but you have 19,000 guys. They have 1,200. The hell are you calling me in for? Um, fine. Well, who is this? Vidin? Yeah, we'll raise them and these people. That's it. That's all we're gonna do. We'll honor our commitment. Um, fine, fuck it. There. We will raise 3 territorial levies. Um, yeah. Yeah. The Byzantine Empire is going to get overthrown, or Emperor is going to get overthrown. Yeah, I know we have unraised army levies. I know. But realistically, one, we don't need them. And then two, dear God, negative 1,700. Um, we can't afford a hospital. Like, even if I wanted a hospital, we can't afford one. We're gonna present the scapegoats. We'll gain 7 stability. Wait, what is going on now? Good lord, we have so many things. Ivan Asen, Stretsamir. Wait. Oh, Elizabeth of PS died. Oh, that's unfortunate. Um, shit. What is she died at 20. I'm guessing she died of the plague. I, I kind of wish it was like CK3, right, where it told you what they died of. Um, I'm not going to worry about that one. Okay, so the wood, right, lumber mill got built, but obviously, given the issues with the war and the Black Death, we're not going to be able to get there. And so we're going to be, yeah. Um, yeah, how could we, okay, so how can we get rid of, um, how can we, so we could revoke progress towards communalism, which will, I think we'll have to do in order to try to recover from the Black Death when it eventually leaves Bulgaria. I don't know that we'll do it right now, although good lord. Um, we're losing 3,500 people a month. That is insane. That is legitimately insane. Yeah, turnover is losing people. Like we're all losing people, right? And we have about 5 years of this. Although the initial worst part might not last that long. Oh my god. Oh, and you know, at the start of the, I mean, I knew the Black Death was coming. Now the good news, if there is good news, if we're able to survive, like the First Army, you know what? We will let you go be in charge of the First Army. Although we literally don't have to do anything, but um, yeah. Anyway, we raised you for nothing. Sorry. I mean, I figured we probably did, but we did raise them. We were going to go help them. Yeah, I told you we have no promotion, right? Yeah, we just it's going to get ugly again. I don't know if it ever was a non-ugly, but it's ugly. It's ugly again. Um, I mean, we do have a positive balance, so that's not ugly. Um, Yeah, I mean, we're almost up to 121. In theory, we might be able to build a hospital at some point. Um, we've lost 22,000 people to the Black Death, negative 15,000. Dear God. Wait, how many people have we lost? All right, so typhus. Okay, there's no presence of the disease, so we can get rid of that. Yeah, I know. Oh, Theodora Stratsevere could have a better education. She is balanced. D- Does she have any traits? I mean, we'll give her a diplomatic education, I guess. Uh, we have won the war against that tiny country with Poland, so that's nice, I suppose. Yeah, yeah. Um, the Byzantine Empire is indeed almost dead, or at least with the current ruler. Um, the Greek patriots are almost dead, so I mean, at least that's a positivity. Yeah, no, believe me, I know. Everywhere is depopulating. Little thing called the Black Death going on, my friend. We have researched universal Christianity. We must pursue good relations with our fellow Christians, even if some of their practices are considered heresy. How much does 39,000? 39,000 deaths. If we wanted to build a hospital, it would cost me 137. So, yeah, don't have the money. Yeah, boy. I mean, I guess it'll be nice when the war's over. We'll be able to stand down our levy. I don't know if that really makes that much difference right now, given the massive loss of life here in 1347. But you can see, just look at that on the map. Anatolia, northern Italy, a little bit of Iberia, tiny bits of Scotland and Ireland, southern Germany, maybe far eastern France. We can disband all levies. Ooh, are they like, is this like the different colors from the play? Yeah, I think it is. Okay. 555,000 people have died so far. So, I mean, we're just beginning. That's the terrifying part, too. Yeah, we know. I mean, I don't appreciate the fact that you're telling me, but like, thank you for letting me know that people are dying. Once we get to April, I will be able to take Radomir, and I think we'll have him try to integrate Perrin. I mean, it's really not going to matter right now with the Black Death, but at the same time, getting every place integrated, I think, will be good. We are going to take the hit also to try to. Um, oh, we are encouraging individualism. We cannot push farther than 32. Yeah, okay. Well, then, you know what? Interesting that 28% here in Perrin. But 80% of road rope. What I was gonna say was that when it came to yeah, I'm aware. Thank you. Dang, man. It's like your places are depopulating. I'm freaking aware. I'd be more impressed if they weren't depopulating at the moment. The dire death. Villagers from all around Leskovitz have begun to organize efforts to plug the holes in the ground from which the plague miasma originates, systematically filling gaps, bigots of all across their land. The villagers are certain that this will only remedy the issue, but experts in the turnover warn that this will only harm the soil quality of the region. So if we say fill every hole, damage soil for 2 years, we lose 5% control. Or we could say cease, the soil must remain arable. We gain 5 towards centralization, currently 40 towards decentralization. Uh, yeah. We're going to try to centralize a little bit. I don't think it's really going to matter. The clear mobilizes population. For many years, our policies have motivated a large majority of our population to dutifully attend the expected religious ceremonies. The clear showed its thanks by your supportive policy by in turn making supportive comments about our government. May our people always find unity through faith. 12 stability, they gain 10% estate satisfaction. Okay. Holy shit, 29,000 people left. Yeah. Like, wow. It hasn't really, I mean, it's a little bit in England. It hasn't really hit out here in like Persia, Iran, whatever we call it. 1.3 billion people now. Bulgaria, 90,000. Genoa, 81,000. Byzantine Pretender Rebellion, 62,000. 477,000 of the Golden Horde. Milan's lost 110,000. We are next, although Genoa is close. I'm well aware, game, that our people are dying at an alarming rate, frankly. Could probably stop improving the opinion there in Poland. And without the royal marriage, who knows if they're going to remain my ally or not. Crap, I hadn't even really thought of that. Okay. Yeah, just, I think the good news, bad news, right? Obviously, the Black Death, horrific. Nobody wants it, right? But we are going to be able to get rid of so many buildings that have been so unprofitable and cost us money, maybe in a way. And then now the RGOs, we can't do anything about that. Uh, Try to get towards individualism will apparently help with migration, which is interesting to me how that all works. But anyways, um, and eventually We might be able to create a market in Tarnovo, maybe. Rhodope, we're making a little bit of progress towards integrating it. Parrot is a long ways away, but then we could work on what we call Bessarabia, they call Ismail. Of course, if we have our own market, how does that affect market? Oh, 37,000. How does that 127,000 people in Bulgaria? We are, yeah. The Byzantine Empire's only lost 3,500, but to be fair, they have like no people. Serbia's only lost 750. Wow, that's interesting. I mean, we don't have any hospitals, but we also can't afford to build any hospitals. So, like, it kind of makes having a hospital a little bit difficult. Um, I didn't realize communalism was going to be that bad. At least when it came to migration. Maybe in other ways it was good. Um, I know they've kind of nerfed and like done some stuff with centralization, decentralization. I'll have to kind of pay more attention to that. I'm sorry about that. How did I go? There we are. Teutonic Order still holding pretty strong. Denmark, okay, Estonia has been formed, so Denmark's got rid of that. Vladimir the Fourth. We do have David the Second up in Scotland. Edward the Third is still the throne in England. France, King John de Valois. King Alfonso the Avenger is the king of Castile. Aragon, King Pierre. King Pedro is 27. I feel like King Alfonso the Brave has already died at 48. Claim throne on Byzantium. I mean, gold for pest. Yeah, the Byzantine. I mean, I think that's kind of sad that. Isn't that about. Okay, so we could claim the throne, but I don't really want to claim the throne. Love the music. Negative 81,000 people. Negative 80. Oh, God. Okay. I mean, it's not okay, but like, I can't do anything about it. Wow. Still really not in Serbia very much. That's interesting. Poland's got some, Austria, Kingdom of Hungary, all of Italy, right? So it's finally moved into France and Iberia, North Africa, just barely down into what we would call Iraq. Greece is just getting wrecked. It's finally made its way to England, Flanders, all of France. Yes, pretty much been hit now. Russia's getting just wrecked. Almost 5 billion people have died now. Yeah, hallelujah. We could use some hallelujahs right now. No, I mean, I know you can't, like, Casus Belli, you can't just get spy networks and then, um, declare war that way. But we do have 30 stability. That part's good. Um, Epirus, we could claim the throne. And install who? Man, we could. I don't want to necessarily install these people as rulers. I want to be more interested in taking the land personally. Negative 37,000. So not quite as bad. Still awful, but not quite as bad. 248,000 people died. 4.9 now. Naples has overtaken us. Kyiv is catching up. Serbia still has barely suffered, which is interesting. I mean, I'm not saying that's not historically accurate. It's just kind of interesting that that's a thing, apparently. But anyways, I am going to stop it there for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We will come back and continue to suck more in the future. Take care, everybody. I'll keep trying to